Hey everybody, this free screenwriting software just blew my mind. Hey everybody, it's Paul from Screenwriting Scribe, the guy who knows a lot about screenwriting software. And today we're going to take a look at a tool that you should be using, especially if you're a new screenwriter who's trying to ask themselves, hey, do I want to spend some money on a screenwriting software? There's a new entry into the free screenwriting market. It's called Boulevard Screenwriting. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about what the features are, and we're actually going to show you what it looks like as well too. So if this is something that you're interested in, stick around, and hopefully we'll find you a tool that you can use for, wait for it, free. And free is pretty cool. So let's dive into it. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at their website and take a look and see what features you're actually getting. Like I said, I was blown away with sort of what you get with this because a lot of times when we see free screenwriting software, there's not a lot to it. And I haven't seen a lot that have really gone toe-to-toe with Kit Scenaris, which I think, in my opinion, is probably one of the best free screenwriting softwares out there. If you disagree with me, let me know what you like better in the comment section below. So with this particular screenwriting software, you get industry standard formatting. You can export as a PDF. And here's the clue. Here's a key here is it's without watermarks, and you don't have to pay for that. Now, they do have a pay section, and we'll talk about that. So we'll talk about what they're gatekeeping behind there, but it's really not too much. So the next one is Works Offline. And when I talked to the creator, Sam, about this, he was saying he wanted to put stuff in this particular program so that other people can use it. And he wanted to put stuff in that was important free features. And this is one of them, that you can work offline with this particular software, which I know a lot of softwares now are requiring you to be online for. There's a variety of themes and colors, and I'll show you that once we get to the interface. It's available for Mac and Windows. And the premium features, with there's a one-time purchase, there's no subscription, which unfortunately a lot of screenwriting software is going to right now is the subscription models. And the price, too, you'll see is actually less than Scrivener, so which I thought was interesting. But let's take a look and see sort of what other sort of things they have. If we look at the websites, you can look at sort of, they have the formatting, productivity features, and extras. And we'll take a look and show you what different file types they use as well, too. Pricing, again, big one is free. For $45, again, it's a one-time payment. You get everything from the free version, which I always like that people put that in there, but I'm sort of like, I expect that. With the free version, you can only have 5 screenplay documents, which is actually huge. Most of them stop you at just 1 to 2. Having 5, I think, is really nice. With the $45, you have cloud storage and syncing. You have additional app theme colors, dark mode, which is something that I like, so I'm probably going to spring for the $45. And here's another key: all future updates included for free, which is a dig at Final Draft, which you of course has to cost you hundreds or at least $100 every time you have to upgrade it. So that's something pretty cool. All right, so let's actually take a look at the software itself. So I'm going to jump into that here and show you sort of what the software looks like. So let's take a look at the interface right now and see how easy it is to use. So normally you'd land on this particular phase. When I first booted up, I started with this Get Starting program. And if we take a look at this, unfortunately, this is not a very good tutorial. There's not a lot of stuff here that I at least found that was really good. I mean, it has one example of a screenplay, but it doesn't really tell you how to use different things at all, which I thought was a little disappointing, but at least this gives you sort of a rough draft of what a screenplay would look like. To get back to the main menu, simply hit on this icon up here, and you're back to the main menu. And right now, I'll bring you into the screenplay that I've been working on. All right, so I just click on the one I want to use, and then I go to Edit. All right, and so this is what I've been working on, just real briefly, just to sort of see what it's like. So let's take a look at the interface here. So let's take a look at our left side first. So the first one is Scene. So once let me click down to a part where I can add something new into my screenplay. And so this here sort of gives us the different elements. It tells us the scene, and it does a really nice thing. It tells you interior, exterior, though it does not have interior/exterior, but I ain't gonna really worry about that. The next is the action. Then you have characters, dialogue, parentheticals, transitions, and shots. Custom, I haven't really figured that one out yet. And the last one, my favorite, dual dialogue, which a lot of free softwares do not allow you to do. So I'm impressed that they allow you to do this as well too. So the other thing you'll notice here is the last one is page break. I didn't really use that one at all, but it was really fairly easy to use. I'm noticing as I am typing this particular script that when I use the tab key, which is pretty standard on most screenwriting softwares, the bad thing about that is it automatically starts, it just gets to the next action, or it just goes to the next category. So if you're at action, it goes to character, and character, it goes to dialogue. It doesn't start you off at scene, and so just be mindful of that. I ended up, for the most part, just clicking on the element versus using the tab key. It just seemed quicker and easier to do that than to actually tab through everything again. The other nice thing over on this side too, it's got a nice daily goals thing, so you can see where you're at for words for today, pages for today, and how long you've been working on it today. The nice thing, if we look at the menu on our right side, we can see there are daily goals. We can set daily goals, so that's pretty neat. It tells us we've been on a hot streak. We can also turn off and on the goals by simply using this key here. So if we go look through the menus on this side, import, export. So as of right now, and I remember talking to Sam, the guy who's programming this, he says there's more import and export features if you buy the program. So, but this is what you get for free. You can import a fountain text or a Boulevard document, and you can export as a PDF, which I think is the huge one, because from the PDF, you can throw this in the Final Draft. You can throw it into most other screenwriting softwares. You can find and replace words. You can look at the different scenes, and I believe, can we move them around? Yep, so we can move them around, and you should be able to see that on, okay, yeah, it does change them around. Okay, perfect. So this is sort of like your card feature, so you can go move stuff around. You can take a look at characters. Once you click on the character, it'll go down to that character. Let's see if we can, so I can add a name, I can do highlight colors, I can do an about section. So it's nice in that I can add a little extra detail to this. They do have a notebook section, or I should say a notebook or a notes section where you can add notes about different things about your screenplay. And then finally, for format, we actually do have the themes here. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so let me see what it is. Yeah, that's the bad thing. Some of this stuff doesn't highlight. So I don't know what this particular function is. Now here's the cool part. You can change the formatting, the colors and stuff. You can also do that. You can also do bold, italics, underline, strike through, that type of stuff. You got to remember too with this is I don't believe there's an auto save with this. So every time you're done doing something on your screenplay, remember to hit the save key. So this does not have an auto save function as far as I'm aware of. If that changes, I'll let you know. As we go back to the main menu, the other things we can do is we can create a new draft. We can edit our display information. And that basically is this here. We can change this stuff here, like the title of the screenplay, a log line, the draft number, that type of stuff up here. If we want to change sort of the nice thing, we can change what this we can customize what our layout looks like. We simply go to our 3 lines, and we can change the color up here. And here I'm assuming that when you buy it, you get more access to colors. You got background textures. Again, Cloud Save, we have to purchase that. Then it has an account information as well too. That's Boulevard screenwriting software. So what do you think of it? Is it a good free option for you? Again, like I said, if you're a new screenwriter and you're thinking, hey, do I even want to get something like Final Draft? Hey, I don't even know if I like writing. This might be the program for you to give it a try, to sort of kick the tires and say, hey, this is something I like to do. Or maybe I want to do something else, or maybe I want to graduate to a more expensive type of screenwriting software. But this does the basics. This is really all that you need. So let me know in the comment section below if you want to give this a try. Also in the comment section below, I'll put the referral link in there. It basically unlocks new colors for you when you and a friend sign up or something like that. So if you want to do that, and if you're going to pay the $45, hit that up below if you want. Like I said, I don't know exactly what it does, but I don't get any money off it. I'll just say that. I don't get any money off it, but give it a try. But like I said, kick the tires. Let me know what you think. Until the next video, live well and write well.